Good morning, Patricia. Great
Hello,
to see
Bonnie.
you. How
It's
are
nice
you?
to. I'm very well. Thank you. Thank you.
It's
Yes.
always a good day when I get to speak to you, my favorite actor in the whole entire
Oh my
universe. We've been going at this a long time, my friend. Um,
God.
and I got to say, I personally think that you were born to play Lilly Ledbetter. You are
Oh,
spectacular. I guess, Patricia, there was just a no-brainer that you were going to play this woman.
well, I am, in a family of five daughters, the baby of five girls. Mother and father raised five daughters. My mother, a powerhouse, ran a city president of the city council. So Lily Ledbetter, lived on a pedestal amongst all of us. And so when I got the call, it was a beautiful moment in my life. I remember I I said to my agent, repeat that again. He said they want you to play Lily Ledbetter. Do you know who she is? I said, Chris, my God, do I know who Lily Ledbetter? I said, this is a remarkable moment. I said, I'm going to read this. I was shooting in London. I said, I'm going to read this as fast as I can. I know it'll be a quick yes. And it was. And it was just a remarkable moment in my career and in my life to take on this great American hero.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, what a trailblazer and her tenacity and
oh,
I don't know if many women would have done what she did, but she,
mm-mm.
after getting what she went through and how the way she was treated by her coworkers and her, and everybody, not just them, like what we see in the film is just extraordinary. Where
Well,
did she
yeah.
get that courage? How do you
Well,
muster that up?
well, this is why people need to see this movie. I think even if you know about Lily Ledbetter, you don't really know about her tenacity, her steadfast spirit. This is a woman from the most humble beginnings. She's not from some prominent family. She's not from some prominent political. She comes from just a very ordinary upbringing, a tough upbringing in Possum Trot, Alabama. But and she worked her way, started working. This movie is also about women who kind of enter the workforce a little bit later in life. My mother
Yes.
did also, and
Yeah.
I understand that. And so she entered the workforce, worked her way up through this tire company, became a manager, working brutal shifts, overnight shifts.
Mm.
She was
Yeah,
given the overnight shifts,
of
losing time with
course.
her husband or children.
Sure.
But then a great citizen, a great whistleblower within the company slipped a note in her locker. And she realized right there in black and white, she was making 40% less for years, 40% less, all she had sacrificed. And that's what started her journey, this grave injustice. She suffered a grave injustice, but I don't think people understand how difficult it is to change our
Yeah.
country, to change laws, to get something to win. She was
Oh
on the ropes.
boy. Yeah.
Winning is hard.
Yeah.
And she fought she fought valiantly. And she, in the end, not for money, not for fame, not for glory, she did win a settlement, but then it was taken away from her by an all-male jury. And
Yeah.
so she it's also, there's a beautiful love story at the center of this, as you've seen this
Yeah.
remarkable man, Charles, the wind beneath her wings. I understand that well. My father was the wind beneath my mother's wings as she ran a city, as she
Yeah.
carried forth. And so there's so much to this story. She was suffering ageism, misogyny, sexism, all the things that we hope we're putting to bed. We're not
Yeah.
quite. We're still making 78 cents on the dollar, but things are changing.
Yeah.
We are now aware. We now ask questions. Everybody needs to question their salary, no matter where you work. Question
Yeah.
your salary.
Well,
You know.
exactly. And no matter where you work, I mean, look back
Hmm.
when you were a young actress just starting out. I mean, probably even today, like, equal pay. It just isn't
Equal
happening
pay.
still.
I
It's
I
just,
never questioned my salary when I was first starting out, and I
sure.
realized I made the worst money when I was first done. Now I make pretty good money.
Yeah. Well, you deserve it, my friend. You deserve it.
But I'm very fortunate
Yeah.
to be working and making the money I do now. But but I never questioned my salary. And now we have these beautiful young actresses in the workforce now in Hollywood, and not just movie stars. I'm talking about working actresses. Everybody's better be questioning their pay, across the board. And women, north, that's the beauty of Lilly.
Yes.
Whether you are north, south, east, west, whether you're Torontonian, wherever you are,
Yeah.
across the world, Lilly fought for everybody. She really did. She was not fighting for one. She was one individual fighting for the largest group of people across this land. We all stand on her shoulders.
Yeah.
Everybody,
she's so remarkable. Just a remarkable woman. Wow. I was just, again, riveted by her performance. Like I said, we go way back, Toronto Film Festival, Pieces of April.
Yes.
Like, oh my goodness. I've had such a privilege to talk to you so many times over the years. And every role you do is so amazing. Like, I just always riveted by you. But of course, you take a piece of yourself with every role that you do, Patricia, obviously. But with this one, what do you learn about yourself after playing someone like Lilly?
That it's a good thing. I had to find to play Lilly. I had to dig very deep, but I also had to bring the best of myself to her. I had to realize where is this innate strength that this woman had? Where is mine? Where is my innate strength? Where is my humility? Where is my gratitude? Where is my love of, where is my fight for injustice? What does that really mean to me as Patty, first and foremost? And it changed me playing Lilly. It changed me on a cellular level. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it just does.
No, I get it.
It rearranged me, because when you play such a remarkable person, when you play someone who is a quiet hero, the reflection that was required of me for this part has stayed with me, and I'm still thankful every day for Lilly. And the response has been so overwhelming, because people now have learned just really who she is.
Yeah.
And people might know what she was, but now they know who she is.
Yeah.
And they're thankful, very thankful to her. My sisters, I did a screening in New Orleans, and they're still talking about it, and I'm very thankful.
I'm sure. I'm sorry that both your mother and
Yes.
Lilly were unable to see the final product, but
Well,
I
no,
know
Lilly saw the film.
Oh, she did, but you did not get to meet her,
She didn't
right?
make it to the premiere in the Hamptons.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she passed.
Yeah.
I was going to meet her in the Hamptons. We were going to do a lot of press together, but my mother unfortunately passed a little bit more suddenly, and I was set for her to see it, but my mother it's somewhere, it's in her heart.
100%.
This was the most glorious moment of her life when I told her I was playing Lilly Ledbetter.
They're both proud of you up there, Patricia.
They're having a good time.
They are having a good time celebrating. Listen, you know how much I always love talking to you. Thank you so much for your time. Best of luck with this and everything else that you do. And please come visit me again in Toronto. I miss you in person.
Thank you. So I love Toronto. I love, love, love. It's one of the great cities in the world.
Well, we love you. Thank you again for everything. Love you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.